Hey, do you have a minute? If so, pull up a chair and let's chat because I have a question for you. So, if you ever started decluttering full of good intentions, only to end the day mad at yourself because you quit right in the middle, again, I want you to hear this. You're not bad at decluttering. Decluttering is bad at handling real life. And yes, I know that might sound strange, so let's dig into it. Hey there, I'm Tracy Lynn, and here's the thing. Most decluttering advice assumes your home got this way because you weren't disciplined enough. But the truth is, that's not even close to what happened. We've been busy. That's the truth. Raising kids and families, working jobs, taking care of our homes, going through loss, and even major life changes. Add to that the one thing that I feel we all do is we save things just in case because that's what life taught us to do, right? So, in a sense, this isn't clutter at all. This is life accumulation. Your home didn't fill up because you weren't paying attention. It filled up because you were busy living life. And what do we do next? Well, we declutter because that's the only option we've ever been given. But here's the problem. Decluttering is hard because it asks us to focus on our feelings. And you all know how I feel about focusing on feelings. It asks us questions like, do I love this item? Does it make me happy when I see it? And if the answer is yes, we officially have permission to keep it, right? And sure, it sounds simple when I say it out loud, but when you're in the thick of things, it is anything but. Because asking that emotional question over and over for every single item, that is so exhausting, even when the answer seems obvious. Because here's what happens. We start out by saying, nope, don't love it. Nope, don't love it. Nope, don't love it. Oh, and then we stop. And suddenly it's like, well, maybe I do love it a little. And that turns into maybe I should hang on to it. And there's the follow up. What if I miss it? And that leads to I really don't want to deal with any kind of loss right now. So we keep it. So it's no wonder we freeze and it's no wonder we quit. This isn't us being resistant. It's our way of protecting ourselves from loss. All right. That's a mouthful, so let's say it again. It's not resistance, it's protection. So, if this has been your experience, starting strong, getting stuck, walking away, I want you to know something important. This doesn't mean you failed. It also doesn't mean you need to try harder. And it definitely doesn't mean you need more willpower. It means the method you were taught wasn't built for your life today. And this part matters, especially in this amazing season of life we're living in right now. Because when you're in your 20s or 30s, your life is still growing. You're adding roles, you're starting new hobbies, you're getting more responsibilities, you're even adding people to your circle. So keeping just in case things, well, that makes total sense. But midlife is different. This is the season where life starts changing direction. Your kids leave, so your home gets quieter. Your energy slows down just a bit, so you drop a few of those hobbies. Or you have a career change, and that throws everything on its ear. And yet, the stuff often stays the same, and we leave it right where it was. Not because we are avoiding it, but because no one ever told us to update our things as our life shifts. So now you're living today's life with yesterday's stuff. So for years, we've been told there are only two choices. You either keep everything and feel overwhelmed, or you declutter and hope it sticks. But there's a third option. And for women in this season of life, it's a powerful one. I call it rightsizing. And it isn't about forcing you to get rid of things, creating a picture perfect home, or chucking memories before you're ready to deal with them. It's about creating a balance between decluttering and downsizing. So your home actually supports you instead of exhausting you. And that right there could be the motivation you need, right? Because here's the truth, you're not a hot mess, and you're definitely not failing. Your home is simply too full. And when a home is too full, even when it's organized, it can still feel like too much. And that constant fullness That's what's straining your energy. So instead of asking, do I love this? You start out with a more practical question. Does this fit the life I'm living now? That one shift changes everything because now your life sets the limits. It makes the rules, and that takes away so much pressure. All right, let me show you what this looks like in real life because theory, sure, it's helpful, but seeing where it works in real life can really make more sense. All right, let's take something almost all of us have. Clothes in our closet, in our dresser, or even in our attic that are from a different part of our life. Maybe these are work clothes from a job you don't have anymore, or outfits you bought for that fancy event, but you only ever wore it once. Or things you kept just because, what if I need it again someday? The decluttering approach, well, that would have you stand there asking, do I love this? Will I miss it? What if I need it later, right? All the questions. And that's exhausting. Even saying it out loud is hard. Right sizing asks a different question. Not do I love this, but does this fit the life I'm living now? And that can truly change everything. Here's another problem with decluttering. You might strongly love something and also know you'll probably never wear it again, which can be a huge sticking point. Right sizing lets you love something and still let it go. And that's the biggest difference between the two approaches. All right. So here's how it plays out for me personally, because I told you I'd give you an example and it took me forever to get to my point. So for years, we had a small hobby farm. And those of you that know me know all about it, right? We raised pigs, we raised goats, we raised chickens. We had a huge, huge garden. And that meant I had this entire wardrobe of farm clothes. So years ago, I retired from farm life, yet I kept all those clothes and I have no idea why. It just didn't occur to me to let them go. I had stacks of flannel shirts, Carhartt coats, long underwear, even the flannel lined pants that I wore in the winter, right? Oh, and barn boots. I had cowboy boots and barn boots and mud boots and Crocs. I had all the things. And they took up so much space in our garage, in our basement, and even in my bedroom closet. So when I finally got practical and let go of those items, it freed up so much more than space. It freed up the pressure and the guilt that I was feeling for no longer having a farm. It's funny, I didn't realize I felt guilty that we still had the barn and the chicken coop and the property, but I wasn't farming. Yet I think deep down I was feeling guilty about it. And that's why I always kept the clothes, just in case I decided to start farming again. And that might be my favorite part about right sizing. These decisions are guilt free because your life is the one leading the way, not your emotions. And that can be so powerful, right? Oh, and here's one more thing I want to share. I hope it's an aha moment for you. Okay. Here it is. Your closet isn't meant to be a storage unit. Did you hear that? Your closet isn't meant to be a storage unit. It is meant to hold the clothes you love and routinely wear. And that clarity right there, that changes everything because now your decisions are based on your life and what fits. Keep the clothes that fit the person you are today, not the person of 20 years ago or even the person you hope to be someday. Then you can more easily let go of the clothes that belong to a different season. That's right sizing. And I love it because it's not dramatic, it's not emotional, it's just honest. And sometimes a dose of honesty is all we need to get back on track. Okay, wow, that was a lot, right? And I hope you found this talk helpful. And I'm so glad you stuck with me through all of it. I also hope you found this approach the answer you've been looking for and something that you feel confident using in your own home today. And if you like this content and you want to see more, please be sure to give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, do all the things. But most importantly, leave me a comment. I read and answer everything, so drop me a note and let's chat. I would love to hear from you. Also, be sure to grab one of my right sizing resources. You can find that in the link below. I have a whole collection of things in a medium that will help you and resonate with you. Sorry, I lost my words there. And finally, if you want more in-depth help on right size living, you can join our community and get the tools, the guidance, the coaching, the direction you need to finally create a home that fits your life today. You can find the link to the community in the comments below as well. All right. Thanks again for sticking with me. I hope you have a great day and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.